Well, guys, this is a 2 video in 1 day kind of thing. So I've already got the shopping done, and I've kind of got thinking again, just like with costs and the prices of things. I got thinking again, how much would it cost to make the week of suppers, like dinners at home, based on the current prices at Walmart? Now, excuse me, sorry. Now, the meals that I'm going to be making are basically meals for 2 to 4, but you can stretch them out if you want to put them to like 4. So we're going to go around and we're going to gather the prices of everything that I actually have on my list, minus, salt, pepper, spices, and oil. That kind of stuff I'm not adding in there. So we're going to go see how much this would cost me. And I actually have all these ingredients already at home. Actually, scratch that. I need more celery. All right, let's go into Walmart and see how much this would cost if I was buying it all today. All right, guys, this is our list. Now, I don't have to get garlic, but we're going to get the price anyway, okay? The crazy thing is I'm doing this on a Saturday. So celery at Walmart is $1.92. And they're not the biggest, but it'll work. Alright, so a 3-pound bag of carrots is $1.58. Now I have lots of carrots. Like I said, we're doing this strictly so I can see what the price would be. So $1.58. Alright, let's go find garlic and onions. Okay, I can't find small bags of onions, but they do have a 10-pound for $6.97. Oh, there we go. Haha, found them. 3-pound bag of onions is $1.58. Well, I did find the garlic. It's 98 cents for a 3-pack, but I couldn't show it to you. Somebody was standing there. Okay. Believe it or not, that's all from the fresh section. Let's go to the meat department. So, a 1-pound chub is $5.97 for regular ground beef. And that works out a lot cheaper than buying these guys up here, so.
All frozen chips.
Tony's kielbasa. I need pepperoni. Okay, you could do this and slice it, which is $5.77. Yeah, that's a better value. The sunrise pepperoni sticks are $8.17. And this is the dry cured stuff, so I'm going to say one of these for $5.77. Alright, next is mozzarella cheese. Conveniently, Armstrong is on sale for $4.98. Yay! I'm actually going to grab a couple while we're here because, hey, I like my cheese. So 1 pizza mozzarella. So I'm hoping for an old. Oh gosh, it's on the other side. Oh, that's old light. I don't want old light. I just want old. Oh well, medium it is. Okay, on to the cans next. They got the Jamie Oliver rice dishes and super grains in here. That's pretty cool. Okay, so the big cans of the chili style diced tomatoes are $1.77. Now if I was buying this, I would grab the one and it would be used in 2 recipes. But I have Rotel at home, so that's what we're using. So now next is spaghetti sauce of your choice, also to be used on 2 recipes. Now the Walmart stuff is pretty good. The Walmart, different kinds, $1.87. Hunt's tomato paste, $1.34, also for 2 different recipes. $3.47 for a 2-pound bag of long grain white rice. Okay, so the giant value beans are all on sale for $5, and I'm actually going to get some. Where's the kidney beans? There they are. Okay, $5. There we go. Taco seasoning, that's fajita, that's chili. There we go. On taco seasoning, they're usually $1.27 for either Old El Paso or Taco Bell. And I have to admit, I like the Taco Bell. So $1.27. I forgot the pierogies. The only bag of pierogies I can find is $5.48. But it is a 2-kilo bag, so definitely good value. So $5.48. Oh, well, I think the checkout at Walmart was worse than wandering around Walmart. Wow. Anyway, all right. So I grabbed the few things that I needed, and I admit a few things that I didn't. But since when is that ever anything different? But anyway, so I'll show you what I picked up for our meal plan, and I'll give you the total of what I spent just for the food on the meal plan, of course. And, well, actually, let me rephrase that. I'll tell you the total I would have spent if I had bought everything for these 5 dinners. I will see you guys at home. Okay, so like I mentioned while we were at Walmart, this is a 2-video day, but this is like an extra because I actually didn't intend to buy anything at Walmart other than the cleanser for the stovetop here, which I couldn't find, and I didn't feel like stopping at Home Depot or Canadian Tire. So let me show you what I also picked up today at Walmart. A couple of things. Actually, I should correct that. One thing I needed for what we're doing for our menu plan. And the other thing I decided to go buy just for convenience to make my life easy. But I also bought fruit flavored mini marshmallows. These are for a reason. Taylor Farms, we got dill pickle, Caesar and dill pickle. If you've never had the Taylor Farm dill pickle salad, this stuff is really good. Just saying. We got the mild Italian pork sausages. This is the value pack. There's 8 of them in here for $7.46. This is 4 meals for us, and I'm not gonna lie, I could not pass that up. I had to get it. We got the butterscotch chippets. And if you're Canadian, you probably know what these are for. I grabbed 4 more cans of Sprag peas because I was down. And I haven't started eating the peas in the freezer yet for the winter. So we grabbed 4 more of those. These guys are still 97 cents each. And I'm still going to say it. These are, as they call, smart size. We don't waste veggies with this when it's just the 2 of us. Now, if you're more than 2 people, this is not a good value for you. I'm going to tell you the truth. For us, though, because we are only 2 people, this is a good value for us. And I also grabbed the 4 cans of Great Value beans. They were 4 for $4, which puts them to $1 a can. And so I grabbed 2 pinto beans and 2 dark red kidney beans. I grabbed one of the baguettes from Walmart because I just wanted one. The one thing I actually did need, which was the celery. And I do have cheese for the recipes, but when Armstrong's on sale, you grab one. So I grabbed the Armstrong. So what I spent at Walmart was $50.34, but mostly because of the sausage, the salads, and, well, the cheese. Like, they weren't something that I actually needed for what we have planned, but it's not like any of it's gonna go to waste, right? All right, let me put this away. Then I'm gonna tell you what our plan is that you guys will see in, well, by the time this video posts, it should be 1 week after this video shows. Let me show you our plan, and let me show you how much we would have spent if we had bought everything today. Okay, so this was the shopping list. A pasta sauce, tomato paste, 2 cans of beans, but we bought all 4 for $5. The rice, rotel or canned tomatoes. So in our case, we selected the large can of diced tomatoes with chilies. Onions, garlic, carrots, celery, taco spice packaging, which is actually cheaper than I thought. Pierogies, which was a big bag, so the pierogies themselves, the pepperoni, those 2 things alone, well, probably the cheese. I could probably make that meal twice. And 1 pound of hamburger. So the only proteins are the hamburger, the pepperoni, and the beans. So if I had bought all these for next week's menu for all 5 meals, it would have been $42.98. So these are the meals. So one was just going to be a chili, and we're only going to use half a can of that tomato paste. We're going to make the pierogi pizza, which is going to be half the can of the pasta sauce. We're going to make some pasta. Now this one here is going to use the other half can of tomato paste, because that's one of the things we're going to talk about, is that you can use tomato paste instead of pasta sauce if you want to. We've got a Mexican-inspired white bean soup and the baked squash. We're going to use the delicata squash. Now the only thing that I did not put on the shopping list was a squash, because they're all different prices, different things, so I'll get basic prices for some of the few squash, and then when we do this actual recipe, I'll give you the price on what it would cost using the different squashes. So there you go. So yeah, this one video, this was a little bit odd. Sorry about that, kind of wandering around Walmart, but I wanted to see how much it would cost me to actually make these meals. We haven't done a cost breakdown on meals for a while. And the sad part is we need to do a cost breakdown on meals now. Yeah, we're not going to get into that. No, we're not that kind of channel. We just try to do things easily, efficiently, and cheaply, because you know I like my tags. All right, now this video should be out about a week after. Sorry, let me rephrase that. That video should be out about a week after this video. Yeah, I'm trying to keep my video straight today. It's not working. Anyway, guys, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button, and hit the little bell down there so you'll get notified for when these meals and that video comes out. Thanks for coming out, and we'll see you next time as we continue our simpler life on PEI. Bye for now.